Hey, hey, friends. April here with Clear Path for Veterans New England. Good morning. I'm so excited. So, it's been a while since we've gone live here on our page. And we are very excited because we've had lots of things happen here at Clear Path for Veterans New England. We've had lots of new programming, we've had lots of great events. And today we wanted to share some of that with you. And over the next few weeks, we're actually going to concentrate on just really giving you some more information about our program. So, we have our fearless leader and executive director here, Donna Bulger. Great to see you, Donna.
Thank you. Nice to see you, April. Thanks for having me today.
Oh, yeah, of course, of course. So, first, some housekeeping, my friends. So, if you're tuning in, we are streaming on our Facebook page, we are streaming on our YouTube channel. If you are catching the replay, feel free to drop us a hello comment or a question, and we'll be absolutely sure to get back to you. And if you are watching us live, just drop a hello in the chat here so we can say hi to you and let us know that you are here. So, for today, first of all, thank you so much for all of your support here for Clear Path for Veterans New England. I think one of the things is that our Facebook page is such a vibrant reflection of our community. We appreciate all your comments and all your sharing and all your caring and all the things that you do to help support our veterans on their journey home. One of the things is we have our volunteers. Today is our volunteer day of the month spotlight. So definitely check that out in our post. I'll drop that here in the chat shortly. We also, your donations and all of that support goes a long way, and we really, really appreciate it. And then a big shout out to our team members. They do a fantastic job day in and day out. And I don't know if you've seen, we had a great visit with the Easter Bunny on Saturday too. So lots of great pictures. If you were there, be sure to check out that post so you can capture a picture with the hippity hop bunny there. All right, let's get started. So, Donna, I was actually reading recently, and I don't know if you've seen on Apple TV, there's a series called The Reluctant Traveler. Have you seen that?
I have not.
You have not. Okay. Well, he recently visited Finland, and I did hear that it's the happiest country in the world. So I would love for you to. We're going to start about happy thoughts, and I think that also will tie into us getting connected. So tell us a little bit about kind of. I know you know this. What's going on in Finland and how they're the happiest country? Can you share with us?
Yeah, sure. So, our theme today, we want to talk about getting connected and why it's so important. And in my research, because I like to do research, I saw that Finland was rated the happiest country in the world. And I thought, I need to go visit there because I love to be happy, right? Who doesn't like to be happy? But really what they said as in the top 20 countries that were the happiest, there was a theme. And that was when people are socially connected and feel supported, it's much more prevalent than the feelings of loneliness, and therefore brings their ratings up in terms of being happy places. And it's like a good thing because, I think being connected helps us build resilience when we go through tough times. So we all went through COVID together. And for me, as a person who loves to be around people, that was very difficult for me. And I definitely had a sense of loneliness I'd never had before. And it was hard. It was hard work. So, that idea of being connected with people is so important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think, and you bring up a great point about COVID, if it wasn't for tools, even though we can't touch and feel each other, like we are in the same place, right? And we're in the same space, and tools like being able to live stream and Zoom and wow, everyone's technology skills went from like A to Z in a very short amount of time so we could be connected. So, I think one of the things as Clear Path for Veterans has evolved, like our program has it's changed, it's improved, we've added new things. And I think one of the biggest things, like I mentioned as we got started here, were our events, right? And there's that connection. But I think one of the biggest things that I'm really excited to talk to today about is kind of, you have your canteen lunches, and now we have our food truck program. Can you talk a little bit about that and share with our friends?
Sure. So the canteen was really one of the first programs we started. And during COVID, we were providing meals in a to-go setting, and we were able to have some interactions with veterans as we passed out food, but it was not the same thing as sharing a meal together. And when you share a meal together, we all know that from our own family dynamics, when you're sitting around a table, and why Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday of all times is you get together and you share, and the food tastes better, and you feel energized. And that's what we try to create here during our canteen lunch. So we have Chef Shannon, who is just amazing, and she creates from scratch meals every week. So there's a lot of thought and kindness and love that goes into our meals, and then people know that. And so we started the canteen lunch in July of 2021, and we had 25 people, and now we are upwards of 180 people a week that come here. They come for lunch,
now, right?
Yeah, we have to go to 2 sessions. They come for lunch, but they really come for a lot more than that. And that social connectedness is why they come, and they keep coming back.
And I have to tell you, friends, if you ever have the opportunity to stop in or offer a helping hand, it is an amazing experience to talk with all the wonderful vets that are there on Thursdays. It's very awesome. And the food is tasty as well, which is an awesome extra bonus to that.
It sure is.
So as you're talking kind of, we're talking about the canteen lunch, but would you mind talking a little bit about now how that canteen lunch has evolved into the culinary program? Because we also have a culinary for veterans program, which I think is another great, it's kind of interesting how one program starts here and then it evolves into so many other things and opportunities.
Right. So our culinary program, so it's led by Chef Shannon, who is incredibly trained and has an incredible background and a passion to share that with people who may not have ever seen themselves working in the culinary field. And so it's a program that we like to have veterans, give them an opportunity to come work side by side with Shannon and creating great meals and really learning a new skill. And that's part of people's well-being, is learning new skills. And we've had some veterans in the program that they do amazing work in the kitchen now, and to have watched their evolution from when they first came and were a little bit hesitant about being part of the kitchen process, they've just made incredible strides. And it's just part of that giving back. So the veterans they see the results of what they're cooking a meal and they're serving it, and they're seeing the veterans are so happy with it. So, and then that culinary program extends to, with the training, we acquired a food trailer. And our goal with that food trailer is to go out to other communities that maybe can't make it to Devon's for our meal, and provide that in different communities and get to meet veterans where they are and find out what other services are needed out there.
It's amazing. And I should say that some of our food source is locally sourced. We have it's leaf lettuce, locally grown in Devon's, and they contribute to our food every week, correct?
Right, Little Leaf Farms. And I know if you're in the Northeast, you've probably had their lettuce. It's the best lettuce you can get. It's crispy, it stays fresh for a long time, and they're right down the street from us. And they've been great community partners, and they provide our salad stock every single week. So they're great.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your support. So we're talking about getting connected. And so Thursday is canteen lunch, but we actually have a good amount of programs that happen on Thursday and also during the week. So let's talk a little bit about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and kind of how that connects our vets to one another.
Sure. So Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is such a great program. It's led by a local Navy SEAL who has a passion for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as a discipline, but also a passion for sharing that with veterans. And I would, look down the hall and think that that's really an intimidating program to be part of, but it's not that at all. Veterans come and they're learning from one another, and it's such a supportive environment. Some days we only have one person here, and other days we have 15. And as Greg, who leads the program, always says, but we're here. If somebody needs us, we're here. And they've created their own little social network where they stay in touch with one another. And we have some great success stories of people who have moved forward in their lives because they're part of this program. So we're just, it's just so awesome that we find people like Greg Cincinnati who host the program for us. It's awesome.
That's awesome. And then we have some musical events. So we have Native Flute going on. Tell us about that.
Oh, Native American Flute is such an amazing program. again, led by an Army veteran who reached out to me one day, and he said, he learned to play the Native American flute, and he wanted to share that. You'll see that common theme about wanting to share skills with veterans, and he didn't know how to do it. And I said, well, come on to ClearPath and we'll figure it out. And so the first session, he had 6 veterans that he taught, and the music is so soothing and it's so beautiful. We just love being around it when he's here Thursdays and able to listen to it. And he's in his second session where we have 9 veterans that are learning this skill. It's just beautiful music. It's kind of what you hear maybe when you go into a spa, but it's not like any other kind of music, and it's really beautiful, easy to learn, and that people just love it.
Amazing, amazing. And then we have Tai Chi. We now have been running some yoga classes, and cribbage started with Mondays, and now it's Mondays and Wednesdays. So there are lots of great classes that are ways for people to connect. So
yeah, cribbage, cribbage is great. So people have come who have never played cribbage before, and they've said, I'll just watch. But now they're playing and they're having a lot of fun.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's great to see so much happiness in the building.
And so let's talk a little bit. So we have all these programs, and can you talk about who they're open to? And, I know that they can always call in and get information. We have the events here on our Facebook page. We also have them on our website. But who are these events for specifically?
So most of our events are targeted for veterans and their family members. However, we believe that really to be, the healthiest we can be and contribute to our communities, we have to invite the community members in to join us. So we all get to know each other and help each other. So really our programs are open. These programs were talked about, the flute and the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and those types of programs are really open to everybody.
Which is awesome. And so, so I don't know how to play cribbage. If I wanted to come in, but I also wanted to help, is there opportunities for me to, I volunteer my time, even if I only have a short amount of time? So maybe I have an hour a week or once a month. Like how could I get involved as a member of the community?
Yeah. So volunteering is such a great way, and also gets to that theme of get connected. People are like, there's a lot of retirees out there that are recently retired, and they just want something to do a little bit here and there, and we love that. We have, I call it our army of volunteers. They come in and they start off, and then they take ownership of different areas, and they contribute as much as the staff does. And we couldn't do what we do without the volunteers. And so really just sign up, tell us when you're available, and we'll try to find times that fit your availability. And there's opportunities to do one-time events or come in on a regular basis and kind of help us out with things like coffee socials or the lunch, which is always a lot of fun.
And I also know that we have some friends from schools come in. So if they're like Boy Scout or Girl Scout troops and looking for some volunteer, we have college students that come in as well. Is that something that they would reach out to you or just call in to offer that?
Sure. So we have a lot of the local high schools that have community service as part of their curriculum. And so we get a lot of students that come to us for that. And, we sign off on the paperwork, but we can give them meaningful work where we want to give them an experience, especially when they're, young and impressionable. We want to give them an experience that is really meaningful for them as they move forward. And so, yeah, if they email us at info@clearpathne.org and let us know what they're interested in, we can help them out.
So I'm thinking back actually to when we did at the holidays, we had a lot of we had our wish lists and all of that. Is there ways for volunteers to get involved where maybe they can't come in, but maybe there's something they could do for you at home where they could volunteer time to help do something? Is there other opportunities? Because I know sometimes, like tuning in, I might not be close to Devon's and I might not be able to get there, but is there opportunities for me to volunteer that way as well?
Sure. And Kelly does, our volunteer coordinator, does communicate with people. So there's great ways you can help us in your own communities. Help us find contacts, help us with mailings, help us with, we've had people volunteer to look at our documents and help us with grammar and things like that. So there's always work to be done, and we can always find something.
Awesome. Awesome. And friends, just so you know, sharing is caring too. So even sharing some of our events, some of our fundraising opportunities here, that goes a long way in helping us spread the word and reaching the masses and reaching more people. So we greatly appreciate that as well. So as we're kind of, as many of you friends know, or if you're new to our page, obviously, one of the things that helps us to have these programs, we have grants, we have donations, and then we oftentimes run some of our events that are fundraisers. And we also do what's called our 50-50 raffle. And it's that time of year. We are right now running our 50-50 raffle. And basically what it is, I'm going to share my page here. Bear with me. I'm going to share my screen. And I am going to show you a little bit more. Yes, I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. All right. So here is our 50-50 raffle. We run this seasonally. And one of the biggest things that we do is we want to also give you an opportunity to win as part of this, part of our 50-50 raffle. So our 50-50 raffle is just that. If you are physically in the state of Massachusetts, so you don't have to necessarily live in Massachusetts. You could be driving through Massachusetts. There's an opportunity to buy our 50-50 raffle tickets. And our jackpot grows every day. We'll be running this for 6 weeks. And guess what? Winner takes half. Half goes to ClearPath and half goes to you at the end of this. But there's a bonus. We also offer early bird prizes. And this week, every Friday, we will, leading up to our grand prize drawing, we will have a pull of our raffle for one of these amazing, amazing prizes. Week 1 is 2 Boston hockey playoff tickets. It's a $1,500 value. Week 2 is 2 Boston baseball tickets, $500 value plus $500 to spend. Now, friends, there's certain things that we can share in terms of brands. So I think that you get the hint. Boston baseball tickets, Boston hockey tickets. I can tell you they are exactly who you're thinking the tickets are from. So week 3, we have 2 New England football tickets, $800 value and $500 cash. Week 4, it's straight cash, my friends, $1,000. Who wouldn't want that? And then we lead into our final week, which is we have our final 50-50 draw where you can take half the jackpot. This time, typically we run our 50-50 with kind of a concentration on a program. But because we've had so many huge wonderful changes here at ClearPath for Veterans New England, we're going to be talking every week about some more of our programs. So we did a little bit of an overview today. Next week when we go live, we're going to talk more about like our women's wellness programs, our mentoring programs, just so you have a little bit more insight to where all of your volunteer time, all of your donations, and all of your support go to, so you can be more familiar with what we offer here at ClearPath. And because of you, we continue to be able to provide even more support in our programs to our veterans. Tickets start at as little as $20, 20 for 10, 40 for 80, excuse me. Yep. 40 for 80, 60 for 200, and $80 for 400. We encourage you, I'm going to drop this link here in the chat. We encourage you to consider supporting us. You will be so glad you did, because it's an opportunity to not only win-win, you can win an early bird prize potentially, or that jackpot, but you are helping so many. Donna, do you want to add to that on the our raffle side here?
Yes. So, we ran this program successfully last year, and it's so nice to be able to share the winning check with the winner. But we really benefit from this. And, we need to supplement the funding that we get through grants to help us keep this beautiful building open. And this is such a great way to do it. And it's easy. It's an easy thing to do. And it's kind of fun to watch. Kind of hope you win those early bird prizes, and then, hope you win the big jackpot. But it's really, really an important program for us. And one of the things that I forgot to mention, in April, we'll talk about it in the next couple of weeks, is we have some new puppies in the building. So they're always a big fan favorite, and we'll talk about that service dog program in one of the coming weeks.
Awesome. Awesome. And so I know a lot of our Massachusetts friends are happy scratchers on those scratch tickets. Just think, it's just like a scratch ticket, except you are win-win. As you're purchasing a 50-50 raffle ticket, you're also supporting our veterans. So we greatly appreciate all of your support and anything that you can offer and helping us raise that jackpot. We've seen it as high as almost $40,000, actually over. I think our highest was like 43, and the winner took
43,
half of
yeah.
that. And the winner took half of that. So opportunities, this jackpot is going to grow from week to week. So jump in, my friends. I've dropped the link in the chat. Take advantage of our ClearPath 50/50. So Donna, I do want to kind of just kind of as we're wrapping up of talking about connecting, I know that you had an important kind of quote that you'd like to share, because I think it drives some of the messaging home.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So, it's important. Well, I really feel that what we do here is important, but I'm always reminded, because I get nice feedback. And I got this quote from a mom the other day. And as a mother myself, this is so impactful to me. But she said, "ClearPath has made such a positive difference in my son's life. He feels like he has a place he finally belongs." And you talk about our theme of getting connected. Yeah, it takes my breath away to hear something like that. And we're so happy to be able to provide that kind of an environment for so many.
Which is amazing, amazing. So my friends, if you have not already, take a look at our website, clearpathne.org, and look at all of our programs. And if you are catching the replay here, friends, please do drop in questions that you have. And absolutely consider supporting our 50/50. This is a huge opportunity for us to raise funds in a fun way for some of our programs, and be able to add to the programs, especially our culinary and all these programs where helping veterans connect. So we appreciate all of your support. And if you can't buy a ticket today, sharing is caring. Share our 50/50 with your friends and family, because it does make a difference. All of that, whatever you can do to help, every little bit helps, every dollar counts, and we greatly appreciate all of your support. Donna, thank you to you and all that you do to support our veterans and the community. You and Scott have really brought together a ClearPath for Veterans. It's amazing. And so thank you for all that you do. We appreciate it. All right, my friends.
Your support of us on this journey.
Next week, friends, we're actually going to see you on Tuesday evenings at 7:00. So we look forward to seeing you there. Definitely keep an eye out for your email and get those early bird tickets soon, because you can get a chance to win 2 Boston hockey tickets. Playoff game, right? I think it's playoff game too, which is amazing.
Yeah,
so, thank you so much, friends, for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Different day. Well, same day. No. Different day, sorry, Tuesday, different time, 7:00, and then we'll be consistent from there. So have an amazing day. Thanks again, Donna, and we'll look forward to seeing you all soon.
Thanks, everyone.